The Source Dragons are immensely powerful cosmic dragons that embody the purest forces of existence: life, motion, energy, focus, strength, flow, and balance. They don't just control these powers, they are them. Their life forces is the very source of every elemental ability ever seen in Ninjago, from the four main powers of creation to Tam. Without them, elemental power simply wouldn't exist. Once united as a council to preserve harmony across realms, the seven Source Dragons ruled together until the ninja woke up the Art Dragon of Focus, and the council broke apart. Three dragons, Strength, Life, and Focus, withdrew from the council entirely, leaving the elemental balance fractured, and from that moment on, the powers that once held realms together began to become unstable. The Source Dragons, also known simply as the Sources, are not ordinary dragons. They're a mysterious council of cosmic beings who exist far beyond the mortal plane, watching over creation itself. Each one holds godlike abilities, able to interact with the realms of creation and maintain balance using their own life force. They don't represent simple elements. They embody the abstract concepts that shape the universe: life, motion, energy, focus, strength, flow, and balance. Their powers flow through all existence, and it's a reason elemental masters, dragons, and even a ninja can harness elemental energy. But their story isn't one of peace. Before the merge, there were seven Source Dragons, until strategy struck. One dragon was mysteriously killed, shattering their unity. Then came Thunderfang, the dragon of chaos, whose assembly against the council led to his defeat at the hands of the Art Dragon of Focus, a decision made by the ninja that would have cosmic consequences. After that battle, the Dragon of Strength, Life, and Focus withdrew from the council, completely abandoning their duty and leaving the balance of elemental powers across the realms unstable. From that moment on, mortals began to feel the effects. Elemental powers grew weaker, unstable, and unpredictable, a direct result of the council's fracture. Now that we understand who the Source Dragons are, let's break down their powers, because each Source Dragon doesn't just rule over one element. They're the direct source of more than one elemental power, elemental abilities that all trace back to their life force. The Source Dragon of Motion fuels every element linked to movement, force, and momentum, from fire, quake, and speed to sound and shockwave. All of it originates from motion energy. Next, we have the Source Dragon of Energy. Its power fuels lightning, heat, light, and even propulsion, anything close to an energy source. Then there's the Source Dragon of Strength. Its energy shapes the physical world, giving rise to elements like earth, fusion, metal, surface tension, and gravity. This dragon represents power in its purest form. The Source Dragon of Focus governs the elements of ice, technology, mind, reflex, and figment. It's a dragon of calculation and control. Then comes the Source Dragon of Life, the beating heart of creation itself. Energy or life, nature, poison, size, and plants is the reason living things grow, and the same power that can both heal and corrupt. The Source Dragon of Flow controls all that moves and changes form: water, smoke, wind, time, and form itself. This dragon's essence is motion and transformation. And then there's the Source Dragon of Balance. It's the source of the powers Amber, Balance, and Shadow. Is the stabilization force that prevents any single element from overpowering the others. And at the center of it all lies Golden Power. It isn't tied to a single Source Dragon, it's a combination of all of them, a perfect balance of every elemental essence working in unity. That's why Lloyd's Golden Energy is so rare. It's literally the power of the entire console combined. But not all powers come from the sources. Some abilities like darkness, creation, and destruction have no direct source. They exist beyond balance. tied to forces that even the Source Dragons can't control. And then there's Thunderfang, the Dragon of Chaos. Unlike the others, his power doesn't stay in balance, it's made to destroy it. His powers include Fear, Brute Force, Misfortune, Swarm and Decay. The Chaos element in its purest form, the opposite of Focus itself. The Council of Sources, also known as the Council of Source Dragons, was formed to oversee the Merge realms and preserve balance across all existence. Each dragon held a vital role in maintaining harmony between the realms, ensuring that creation and destruction stayed perfectly aligned. But that balance didn't last forever. The death of the Sword Dragon of Balance changed everything. Without it, the council fell into uncertainty, and as threats against the remaining dragons grew, a stalemate formed. The council could no longer agree on how much power they should have over mortals or whether they should intervene at all. When Thunderfang, the Dragon of Chaos, returned, the divide within the council deepened. Half of the dragons wanted to awaken the Ordering of Focus to face him, while the others believed that intervening in mortal affairs would only bring more destruction. Lloyd, overhearing their argument, a clash between gods, as the council stood divided between action and restraint, but when the ninja themselves awakened the Ordering of Focus without the council's consent, it broke that little unity remained. After Thunderfang's defeat, the Sword Dragon of Strength, Life and Focus withdrew from the council completely. Their absence threw the nature order into disarray, creating new complications for mortals, especially those who relied on elemental power. The Council of Sources was meant to protect balance, but in the end, their own division may have been what doomed it. The Source Dragon story is one of creation, conflict and consequences, a saga that defines the very essence of Ninjago's power. Their unity once held the realms together, but their fracture left the world vulnerable to chaos, and though their council may have fallen, their influence still lingers. In every flame, every spark, every elemental energy that remains. The question is, what happens next? Will the balance ever be restored, or has the age of the Source Dragons truly come to an end? If you enjoyed diving into the lore of the Source Dragons and want to see more deep dive into Ninjago like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.